It's no coincidence that he, among the most celebrated and respected rock writers on this planet, also has major licks up his sleeve. From brilliant single-line part playing through to blues, rockabilly, folk, and country-infused solos, Page is an embodiment of the classic rock lick vernacular. We're back in the workshop with Jimmy Page. First phrase, pretty straight up, minor pentatonic, form 1, 12th position, and mirrored with the last half of the phrase, major pentatonic, form 5. And this one may possibly remind you of Communication Breakdown. Let's see what we got. This opener is a usual suspect in Page's trick bag. Just get the picking consistent and right for your hands. This triple stop bend presents a bit of a challenge because of the intonation difficulty, so make sure you get that right on, and it ends up with this little melody here. Switching down to major pentatonic, form 5 for the closer. Phrase 2 respectfully borrows from the style of Jimmy's solo on How Many More Times from Zeppelin 1. Exclusively minor pentatonic form 1 except for here where we go to the major third at the end of the phrase. Another favorite of Jimmy Page's, this 3-note lick. And coming down the form. This one just riffs around in form 1. Hold this bend here to put up the 15. And we're going to come down to the major third, G sharp here, suspending it up to A with that hammer and pull. Phrase 3, licks like Heartbreaker, second solo. Starts with major pentatonic, form 1, and shifts up to minor form 2 with some major inferences also. We'll get back to that in a moment. Starting here with this lick connecting major up to minor form 2 with a chromatic movement here from G up to A. And now we're shifting into a major tonality with those repetitions of A to G sharp. Step and a half bend and hold like this. Should sound like that. To G, E up to G. And then lastly a bend from D up to E. Moving right along, phrase 4 is classic Jimmy Page minor and major pentatonic combo. Up high starting here in minor form 3 and shifting to major, also form 3, major form 3 like that. So let's take apart the licks now. Starts out in minor form 3, just a 3-note hammer and pull lick. And check my picking hand. And then it morphs here into major, the inclusion of the F sharp and the C sharp from major pentatonic form 3. Big bend. Watch your intonation. Check it with 17th fret A, G up to A. Phrase 5 involves some more staples of Jimmy Page's soloing techniques. Minor pentatonic form 1, in this case, and Dorian, right here. And we also got some chromatic notes hinting towards jazz. Here's a rock staple of Jimmy Page's. And now we're going to shift into the Dorian notes. Right there. And here are the chromatic notes on the 5th and 4th strings, respectively, hinting towards jazz. And here's a clever move to major pentatonic combined with minor. As you can see, the 14th fret notes are from major and ending on a D bent up to E. Phrase 6, let's work on some very original and idiosyncratic Page licks with the E blues scale, 12th position, and also going to have a chromatic movement between D and D sharp up to the root to E with some bends, like the solo from Over the Hills and Far Away. Watch the slight and subtle half-step bend. It's a pre-bend, a ghost bend. You've got to do that very accurately, so try it slow, so that you can get the intonation right. Coming down the blues scale here. Nice and easy. Stepping back to Zeppelin 1 for a great solo with licks in the style of Good Times, Bad Times. Minor pentatonic, form 1, again, 12th position, connecting to minor pentatonic form 2, and a strong major third from major pentatonic. Here's the pattern. You want to work on the picking that will work for you. And do it slowly and get it up to speed like this. Okay, and then we're going to shift right there for the bend from A to B. Hold these bends on the first string from G to A. We're going to major on the G sharp, 16th fret, borrowed from major pentatonic. Right back to minor there, the G natural. And a bend from D up to G. Checking it there before we go out. Closing this workshop out with Stairway to Heaven style licks, right in minor form 1, once again. So this repetitive lick involves hammering and bending up from the G to the A, right there. And bend, release, and pull off. Do it slow like this before you bring it up to speed. And you hold that A bend and add the two other notes on the first and second string. Watch your intonation. Like that. Closing out with the classic of all classic, Jimmy Page 3-note licks. Yeah, so let's wind on down the road to the next workshop.